Hi everyone, my name is Kailash Sharma. I am going to show you the demo of Employee Database tool. Let me first give you an introduction of the tool. Employee Database is an MS Access based tool to manage employee details. The tool supports up to 78 demographics for each employee, such as name, location, phone, email, address, etc. The tool also comes with inbuilt attendance tracker to track daily attendance of employees. Over and above this, you can also design your own trackers and start using it. The system requirements of these tools are MS Access 2007 or above, MS Excel 2007 or above, Windows 7 or above operating system. Let's have a look at the tool now. We have a demo version available here. The tool comes with two copies, as you can see. The very first is the employee database, which is the interface of this tool, and this is the database where entire data gets stored. So if it is a multiple user tool copy, in that case there will be multiple interface like user 1, user 2, user 3, like that, and all of those copies, interface copies, will be connected to the same database. So let's open our interface. We'll double click on the login button. Now if it is the first time you are using this tool, you may be prompted like this message where it says that the tool is not connected to the database file. In that case, click on OK and then browse the database copy. So we are going to click on our database file, click on select and say OK. You can see the confirmation that the tool is now connected to the database file. This is one-time exercise. Whenever there is a change in the database location, you may be prompted such messages and then you have to change the location again. Now the default, the tool comes with a default user ID and password. So for now I will type it. So we'll hit the login button, and here the interface of this entire tool. You can see different sections here: employee database, attendance, trackers, reports, and settings. So first of all, we'll go to the settings section. We have multiple settings for this tool. The very first is the tool users who are going to use this tool. As you can see, for the purpose of demo, we have created some dummy users along with their passwords, their settings in terms of what all they can access, whether they are allowed to change the settings or they can allowed to update the employee database or attendance or generate reports. You can create more and more users as on need basis. We'll see how the users are also created. Next is the employee fields. We will come to this section little later. Then we have update database location. Just in case if you want to change the database location, you can use this option. So we don't want to change it, so we'll click on cancel. And we'll log in back. Then we have attendance. We will also come back on these settings later, and we have custom trackers. So when we click on employee database, then this screen comes out, and you can see different sections which you can actually track for each user. So there are a lot of fields which are available in this tool which you can track. These are default fields till status, and there may be need of creating or tracking some more employee related information and which may not be covered here. In that case, you can use the settings which are available under here. So we'll go and see the settings now. So here, employee fields, you can see different extra fields if you want to track. For example, I want to track one more field, say city. Let's say the what kind of data it will catch. So it will have a text. I'll say yes. I can use the drop down number, dates, time, other details as well. Depends on what I am looking at. So you can see some of the dummy fields which we have created, which has the drop downs and other details also. We'll go back and see whether the city is now available for us to track. So any new field gets added at the bottom. You can see now the city has started appearing. And now if you want to create a very fresh record, in that case I'll say reset, and I will start entering the details. Employee ID, which must be a numeric field. I will type something, and email ID, date of joining. Some details may be left as blank if it is not applicable, while most of the details we have made it as optional, but depends on your requirement, you may want to fill it. Now there are few drop downs are also available. You can see there is no such data available in the drop down, but it allows you to type it. So if I say I'll set India, in that case, next time when I will update next record, the drop down will automatically show me this information. So we'll see that also. Some drop downs are defined from the settings. I can see the status as well, active and active. And with this we will save this record. You can see a done message. Now for an example, we want to now change it, some record, for example this person's records, which is 28841 employee ID. So I can also search it if I am aware about the employee ID, and I say search, or I can simply click on the record also to load the employee details, and I can fill the details. If you want to delete some records, in that case you can click on this delete button. You can see there is a delete button available. I can also, instead of delete, I may want to use this option as inactive to mark any employee as inactive, which is a default field here. So like that you can see active and inactive employees. Now let's say that you have already created your employee database, and now you want to use the second option of this tool, which is the attendance capturing. So for that we will go to attendance section, and you can see all the active employees. You will see the list there, and this is as per the month and year. So by default it captures current month and year, and you can see the dates which are appearing, and I can track the details. For example, Monday this person was present, and this person also was present, this was absent. Like that I can track it. There may be a need that these drop downs are not enough and you want to have more drop down values. In that case you can go to the settings. Before that there is no save button, it's kept auto save. So I'll go to the settings and we'll create some more attendance type. You can see attendance is there, and I may want to track more. So say temp, go to the attendance again, and we'll see the temp also started coming. Okay, like that you can use this attendance. And the next is the trackers. Now the tool comes with the default two trackers, which is employee database and attendance, but you are also allowed to create your own trackers as per your need. So for that we go to first settings and we go to the custom tracker where we design it. There are few dummy trackers which we have already created, like you can see this is a incentive tracker, which is a monthly, which we have defined, and these are the different fields which we want to track. Same way we have more, and if I want to create a new tracker as a reset, I'll say tracker 1 for example. I'll say the frequency, whether this tracker needs to be filled, updated on daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly or yearly basis, or continuous is there is no frequency, it's a single file or single tracker needs to be maintained and there is no frequency of it. So I'll say it's a monthly tracker, or I'll say it's a continuous tracker, and I'll click on save. And after that I select it, and I can update the user setting that who can access my tracker. So for example, I say that only the admin is allowed to see and update this tracker. Now I will define what all things I want in this tracker as a column. So I'll say I want a name as department field, and that's I want as a drop down, which is A, B, C, like that. And I'll click on. There is one more field is carry forward. Now carry forward comes into picture for any tracker which is not continuous, it's monthly or something. So for example, if it is an attendance tracker, for example, in that case the employee ID and employee name need to be carry forwarded to the next month also, so that you don't have to re-enter those details again. You just need to fill their attendance data. So those are called as carry forward fields. There is also a special field as employee ID, EMP-ID. As soon as you select it, it will create those drop down, and then we will see now as we have created few columns. Now we'll go and see how this works. We'll go to the tracker and we'll see. You can see the tracker has started appearing in the drop down, and we'll click on go. And since it was a continuous tracker, you don't see this option as enabled to select the month and year. And I have got both the fields. Drop down was a ABC, and I can select. And employee ID, it takes from the employee database, and I can select the employee ID. I'll click on save. Likewise, you can add it and delete some records, and you can see some more trackers which we have created like this. This is monthly. You can go back to earlier data as well if you want, and you can have a look and test it. With this trackers, you also get the reports option. Now by default, two reports are always available, which is employee data and attendance. Rest are the trackers which you have created. If you have not created these trackers, you will not find them. So click on employee data. There is the option to export the into a template as well, which is used when you want to pull this data in the already saved Excel. So here you can see that the tool has actually opened a new Excel file, and then it has put the data. If you select the next available option, which is export to template, in that case it is supposed to open this file and paste the data there. So like that, you can pull the next report also, which is attendance, and same goes with others. You can also use the filter options as well. Like that, you can see all the data. So that's all about this tool. Thank you very much for watching this video.